So, you're a single mom and you've got this amazing dream of building your own business right from home. You know the reality, right? It's this wild mix of huge ambition and just the day-to-day whirlwind of life. The real question is, how in the world do you build a business that actually thrives and also be the present, hands-on parent you want to be without completely burning out? Okay, let's get into it because I promise you, it is absolutely possible. First things first, we have to talk about the biggest hurdle, this myth of the supermom. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this idea that we have to do everything perfectly, all at once, be a flawless entrepreneur and 100% available parent. And you know where that leads? Straight to guilt and total exhaustion. But the truth, the sustainable reality, is all about embracing imperfection. It's about working in focused, intentional blocks of time. That's what leads to gradual, healthy growth and, this is the most important part, real quality presence with your kids. So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start by officially busting that supermom myth for good. Then we'll dive into building your own sustainable ecosystem, lay down the foundation for your work life, get your business engine running, talk about how to grow without burning out, and then at the very end, I'm going to give you a solid 30-day action plan to get you started today. All right, let's jump into this crucial mindset shift. This is not about finding some magic trick to cram more into your day. Nope. This is about building a system that can actually last, a system that supports you and your family for the long haul. And honestly, this quote right here is the heart of everything we're about to cover. This needs to be your new mantra. Seriously, write it down, put it on a sticky note on your computer. Perfection is not the goal. Sustainability is. That's the real key to both your success and your sanity. Okay, so how do we actually build that sustainability? Well, we need a blueprint. We need a framework that helps us organize all the crazy moving parts of life as a mom and an entrepreneur. And this picture just illustrates it perfectly. I want you to think of your whole life as a house. The foundation, that invisible base holding everything up, that's your mind, your emotional resilience, your boundaries, your self-care. The walls and the roof, the structure of the house, that's your environment, how you manage your time and your physical space. And the engine that powers the whole thing, the part that brings in the income, that's the motor, your business. See, you can't have a powerful motor if you don't have a solid structure and a rock-solid foundation. So here's the most important takeaway. We have to start with that foundation. Before we even get into talking about business models or marketing strategies, we have got to build our emotional and physical infrastructure first. And the very first pillar of that foundation is learning the strategic and sometimes difficult art of saying no. This is all about setting clear boundaries. With your family, you need to define and communicate your work mode. Just because you're home doesn't mean you're always available. With clients, you absolutely have to set business hours to protect your family time. But you know who it's most important to set boundaries with? Yourself. You have to learn to say no to that inner critic telling you you're not doing enough, and no to the guilt you feel for just taking a break. Next up is your physical space. You've got to create a dedicated workspace, even if it's just a tiny corner of a room. You need a focus zone, with only your work essentials to keep clutter away. An isolation zone. And let me tell you, noise-canceling headphones are a mompreneur's absolute best friend. And a motivating environment. Maybe some natural light, a plant, something that signals to your brain, okay, this is where work happens. Now, what's so great about this slide is how it totally redefines the workday. Forget the old rigid 9 to 5. A flexible mom's day is all about smart architecture. You design these blocks of deep work, maybe super early in the morning or during nap time, and you mix them in with blocks of real quality family time. No phone, no distractions. And for those really intense tasks, use the Pomodoro zone, 25 minutes of pure focus, followed by a quick 5-minute break. See, flexibility isn't about a lack of planning. It's about smarter planning. Okay, so our foundation is getting solid. Now it's time to start the engine. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how you actually turn your unique skills and experiences into a business that brings in real income. It's really a simple 3-step process. First, you take a personal inventory. What are you good at? What do you actually love doing? What experience do you bring to the table? Second, you find your market alignment. The magic, I promise you, happens right at that intersection where your skills solve a real problem for a specific group of people. And then third, you choose your business model. How are you going to package and deliver that solution? This chart is such a fantastic tool to help you decide. I mean, look at it. Are you looking for something with a low initial effort just to get going? Freelancing might be perfect for you. Or do you need maximum schedule flexibility and the potential to scale big? Then digital products could be the answer. Active income means you get paid for your time, while passive income means your product can make money for you even when you're not actively working. There is no one right answer, only what's right for you and your life right now. So once you have your business idea, you need a digital presence. And I want you to think of it like this. Social media, that's your megaphone. It's loud, it's how you get attention. But your website or your blog, that's your hub, that's your home base. It's where you build real credibility and trust, where people can truly get to know you and what you're all about. You really need both working together. And how do you actually turn those followers into paying customers? You do it through a simple sales funnel. First, you attract people with free, valuable content, like a helpful checklist or a quick video tip. Then you nurture that relationship with more in-depth content that really builds trust. And finally, you convert them into customers by offering a paid product or service that solves their biggest problem. It's a journey. Now, something interesting happens as you start to succeed. A new challenge pops up. How do you grow your business without also growing your workload to the point of burnout? Let's tackle that next. There are 3 key levers you can pull for sustainable growth. The first one is automation. Use accessible tools like MailChimp for your emails or Buffer for social media to take care of all those repetitive tasks. Second, delegation. As you start to grow, think about hiring a virtual assistant for just a few hours a week to handle the stuff that drains your energy. And third, diversification. Add some passive income streams, like a small ebook or some templates to supplement your main service. This brings us to a much, much healthier way to think about work-life balance. Forget the perfect 50-50 split. It's a myth. What's real is a dynamic equilibrium. Some weeks, like during a big product launch, you might be 80% focused on your business. Other weeks, when you're on vacation, you're 80% focused on family. The key is that the shift is intentional, and you learn to accept that this constant adjustment is the new normal. And listen, this isn't just a bunch of theory. Look at Carla. She wanted to be home after her second child was born. So what did she do? She used her skills to build a community around a problem she knew inside and out, and she launched courses on time management. She solved a problem she deeply understood. Or take Fernanda's story. With 3 kids, she needed an income that wasn't directly tied to the hours she worked. So she created digital templates and sold them on Etsy, and now she lives entirely off that passive income. It just shows you the power of picking the right business model for your specific lifestyle. And then there's Julia. She was facing unemployment, and she leveraged the power of social media to build an entire brand from scratch. Her story shows that even if you have limited resources, a strong digital presence can create some pretty incredible opportunities. These are real moms who made this happen. Seeing these stories is so inspiring, right? But inspiration without action, well, that doesn't build a business. So let's pull all of this together into a concrete plan you can literally start the second this explainer is over. Here it is, your tactical plan for the next 30 days. Step 1, build your foundation, set up your workspace, and have that talk with your family about your new schedule. Step 2, start your engine. Brainstorm your skills and pick just one business model to focus on. Don't overcomplicate this. Step 3, build the structure. Go create your professional social media accounts. And step 4, execute. Create and share your very first piece of free, valuable content. It does not have to be perfect, it just has to be out there. The journey to becoming a successful mompreneur, it begins right now with one small decision. There's no single perfect path forward, but there is your path. So the real question is, what is your first step going to be? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope this gives you the clarity and the confidence to get started.
You're like a dream.